from the previous video. So you can see in this data set, I have created one table, right? When I right click on the table, and when I see the tablix properties, I can see a data set here. So see this it doesn't have any data set name, right? Cancel. The above one, you are pulling columns from the EMP. So automatically when you pull the columns from the EMP, by default it will be having the data set assigned as a EMP. So this data sets get the data from the address data set, right? So now when I right click on this and see the tablix properties, now I can see the address, and this one doesn't have anything. So right click on this, when you see, you will not have anything. So you can manually select from here, or else when you drop, if I drop anything from any of the data set, automatically this property will be set to the data set. See, I have given the EMP name. EMP name is under the EMP data set. So automatically it will be set to the EMP data set. Now here my scenario is that I'll delete this one. Go to the corner and delete, everything will be deleted. So this column is empty. Yeah, let it be the column one. Now here see, okay, I got the different data sets. So when I create a table and when I insert some, when I drag and drop the column, automatically it will be assigned to the data set, each and every table. Let's say this data set, this table is assigned to the data set EMP. Now if I want to get the any value from the address table, address from the address ADDR data set, when I drag and drop, it says, see, only fields from the current data set EMP can be added. So when I want, but my scenario is that I want to add the EMP ID, EMP name, EMP address. So normally you can do one thing, while getting the data from the table only, you can do inner join, you can write R underscore E address. This is a normal thing, you can do it, right? By default you can do this way, but assume that both data sets, there are two data sets which are different. You can do the join from the source and you can get the data from the source itself, but assume that the data sets are from different thing and you can't do the join directly. So is there any other way to do that? No. In the SQL server, in the reporting services, you can't do the join. There is one function called lookup. So how the lookup is going to work is that you are going to write a function lookup. So how it is going to work is that the command you are going to write as lookup. Here you are going to give, so I want to, because how you are going to join both the tables, the same way as joins. If I want to get the same data, I can do the joins, right? So I'll join here, I'll name the EMP as E and the address as A, and I'll join on E dot EMP ID equal to A dot EMP ID. Okay. So now here what I will do, I will take E dot ID, EMP ID, comma E dot EMP name, comma A dot EMP address. Yeah. When I do this, I will get the data. So now here you are getting table A and you are getting table B, right? So this is a table and this is other table, and what you are doing, you are joining on certain conditions, and after that you are getting a different column name. So here the source table or else I can write it here. So here, based on the above query that we did joins, right? Based on the above join, what will be our source? Source table will be R underscore EMP, and destination table will be on the R underscore E address. And here one more thing, on what columns you are doing joins, that is nothing but the lookup join. So you are doing on the EMP ID, and after doing the join, okay, what is the which column you are getting from the destination table. So destination dot column you are getting as EMP address. Okay. So when we write this one in the lookup format, so you will normally write as LKP. Oh yeah, you will give it as source column, comma, destination column, and after that which one you want to get it. So, source column ID, destination column ID, and after that from which column you need to get from the destination column. So, destination column name, and after that you will be getting. So, what is a data set name? It is a EMP. So, once we see the real thing, then you will be able to understand. So, in the same like join we can do in the lookup also, but one more thing, that advantage is that in the join you can get multiple columns, but in the lookup you can get only one column and you can join only on one record, not on multiple columns. If you have like where you have a scenario where you need to join on multiple columns, that you can't do in the lookup. Okay, so for the purpose what I will do, I will click on this text box, right click on this, click on the expressions. Now here I will write a lookup. So let us say, because since you are at the beginning stage, right, you don't know what function to use and how is the what is the syntax of the lookup. Just go and look with each and every record. Go and look at each and everything, every record, not go and look at each and every function. Like see, built-in fields has many things. It is a built-in functions, fields. Okay, data sets I am not going to worry, variables no. In the operators, arithmetic, concatenation, bitwise, these are all addition, plus, multiplication, subtraction, that all. Okay, so we are not going to worry. Next, common functions. In the common functions, click on the text. Is there anything that you can find here? So you can see whatever the things you have, you can see all the functions here. In the miscellaneous, you can see the lookup. You can see the datetime function, you can find it here. Inspection, you can find the what are the functions you are going to do, you can do. And here when I go to the miscellaneous, in the miscellaneous there is a function called lookup. When I click on the lookup, automatically I will get that syntax lookup, and you can see some message here. Lookup, expression as object, expression as object, expression object, scope as string. Now we will go step by step. In the lookup, what I want, as we discussed, I need to give the source column, source ID. Next, after that, destination ID, and after that I need to give the destination column name. Okay, we'll go that way. So first, I don't know what is the source column exactly, right? You can't directly give, like in the SQL server you will give EMP ID, you can't give that way. In the reporting services, always there is a syntax. So for that, if you don't know what is the syntax for that column and how you are going to call in SSRS, just click on the data set. When you click on the data set, you will be getting all the data sets that are listed in your report. So I got the EMP and EMP address. So EMP is our source, right? EMP source is nothing but this table is using the data set EMP. I have shown in the properties. So that will be our source. So this EMP table will have the values, 2 values. So what are the columns you got? You can see the 2 columns. I will click sum. See, don't use the sum, remove the sum. Just use the field. Field dot fields. It is a explanatory mark, EMP ID dot value. It is a normal syntax that you are going to use in SSRS. You are not going to give directly column name. Second one, I want because I know the syntax, right? Fields slash. It is which one is the second one? It is a EMP ID. EMP ID dot value. That is for the destination column. See, when I click on the other data set, I will be seeing the same EMP ID. By default, it will show, it will use the sum, but don't use the sum. Just use the field EMP dot value, that column name dot value. And after that, which column I want to get it from the destination? I want to get it from the destination. The column name is EMP address. So I will write fields, or else if you don't know anything, just click on the EMP address, automatically column will be created. So what is first means, I will show you what is first and other stuff later on. So done. I have created this value. What is this? EMP ID. Yeah. Yeah, let's see what is the error. Okay, I got the columns. I got the source column and I got the destination column, and after that from destination column I want to get the fields EMP address value. I got it, And now one more thing, you need to give the destination table name here. So you are joining with the destination table name, right? So here the table is nothing that the this data set is a table name here. Assume the data set as a table name, and you will give the table name here. That's it in the quotes, and click OK. I have given the expression. Now when I'll just remove this one below one, or just let it be. When I preview that, oh, it's okay. Fields is not declared. It is inaccessible due to the protection level. LKP is invalid. Go back. Click on the expression. This is a rare, I never got this error. Oh, sorry. I have given the wrong thing. ELDS. Yeah, that's okay. I have given the wrong thing. See, the error it got, what the error we got previously, and just clicking cancel. See, sometimes it will get the different error. It should show that, okay, yeah, it is, yeah, here it is showing fields FILEDS. So I have given the wrong name. Right click on this, go to the expressions, FILDS. Click OK, and OK, done. So now when I preview, I'll be getting the address. See, for the one ID 1 address is Hyderabad, right? See, you can see here. For ID 2 it is Guntur. That's it. But there is a no column name on the top. You can manually write the column name here. I'll name it as address. Okay, this is the way how you are going to do a lookup. I'll just delete it. When I see the preview, I'll be getting that. See, EMP ID, EMP name, address. Raju Hyderabad to Kumar Guntur. So this is the way how you are going to do a lookup. So in the lookup, what you are going to do, you are going to pass 4 fields. In the lookup, you are going to pass 4 fields. So the first field, you are going to write lookup, and you are going to pass 4 values: field 1, field 2, field 3, and field 4. So basically, you are going to write a lookup on a table, right? So by default, it will have the data set, the table will assign to some data set. So it will be the source. So here F1 you will be giving the column from the source, F2 you will be giving column from the destination, here you will be giving the column name which you want to get, and here you will be giving this source and destinations are under which data set. That data set you will be giving in the field 4. Now you can see the same thing we did here. Right click on this, go to the expressions, you got the source one, this is the EMP ID value, it is from the source. Here, and always the second and third column, by default it will assume the second and third values are from the destination, and you are given the destination table. That's it. This is the way how the lookup is going to work. So when I see the preview, I got the data. And here one more thing, whatever the column you want to give, you can give. One more thing also I can do, add one more column, or else what I will do, same to the lookup data, I got the expression, right? What I am going to do is that I am going to add the name also. I am going to add one more column where I will be adding Raju and address. You can add a number of expressions. So in the table, if I want to add any record or any row, just right click on this, go to insert column to the right side, and here I will name it as name comma address, name and address. Done. You can play around with that. You can write n number of expressions. Done. I'll expand this. Okay, name and address. Now what I am going to do here, click on this column expressions. First what I will do, I will just copy this expression. Whatever the expression I am having, I will copy this expression. Look up, place this one. Control C, cancel. Now what I will do, click on this, click on the expressions. First I need to add the name column, right? Click on the data set, go to the EMP, click on the address, sorry, EMP, and click on the EMP name. Now here I will remove this one, first one. What is first, I am going to explain it now. Remove this one also. Done. Because see, you need to give the table name. So when I click this, I am getting the table name also, right? Since we are on the same table name, there is no need. See, by default it is taking the value and it is giving the data set name. Assume that it is a kind of a table in the in the report terminology. It is nothing but a kind of a table. Okay. So from the EMP you are getting this column. Okay, since you are in the same data set, right? So there is no need for you to give the data set name. Just you can give the same thing, because this data set, when I click the data set and this one, and when I click this table and right click the table and see the properties, this table is assigned to the data set EMP. So, that is why there is no need for me to give that one. And after that shift to plus, so I want to add something, I will add space. Okay. Here I will give the lookup value, that is it. So, automatically I will be getting the address. What this lookup is nothing but the expression which I have all created in the previous column, right. Okay, done. Now, when I execute this, I will be getting the name comma address. See, name address, I got it, right. This is the way how you are going to create the expressions. Now, one more thing what we are going to see, we are going to work with a couple of expressions. Yeah. So, what I want to do is that this is a name EMP E express, and okay, this is the EMP ID and name. What is my scenario is that if is from the city Hyderabad, I want to name this this Raju Hyderabad, this Raju Hyderabad, okay, or else I want to name this Raju in red color. And if he is from the city, if he is from Guntur, then I want to color it in a different way. I want to color it in a green color. How can I dynamically change the colors? So, what I am going to do, click on this EMP name, this text box. So, did you get my point, right? So, when he add address with Hyderabad, I want to name it as Raju. Sorry, when I have address with Hyderabad, I want to color the background color, I want to give this Raju column as some red. When the address is Guntur, then I want to do a background color for the Kumar as green. Okay. For that purpose, see, the only thing, one thing you can do, I can just click the text box, go to the text box properties. Okay. Here you can see something like fill. In the fill, I can select one color. I can select only one color. So, instead of black, I will select something like this gray. Okay. Click OK. Now, when I see the preview, I will be getting gray color for the both the columns, but my scenario is that if he is having an address, then I want to have the background color for Raju as red. If he is having address as Guntur, then I want to have a background color for Kumar as green. How can I change that? So, currently you can see only one color, you can give only one color to the value, but I want to change it dynamically. So, what I will do, right click on this, go to the expressions, sorry, right click on this, go to the text box properties, go to the fill. So, here beside this you got an expression, click on the expression. Now, what I will do, there is a concept called if condition. Okay. So, what the how the if condition looks like. If, okay, same like our SQL, if give a condition, and if that condition is true, you give a true value for that condition, and after that if the condition is false, give the false value. So, my scenario will be like this, I will give if condition as a equal to 1, okay, or else I will give like 10 less than or less than 1, okay, I will give 10 less than 1, because it is, I will give here I will give 1 2 3 and I will give 6 to 7 something, and if I execute this condition, then what happens, 10 is less than 1, so it is not true, right, it is false. So, then I will get the value as 6 to 7. If I will give like 10 is less than 11, then what happens, it is a true condition, right, then I will get the output as 1 2 3. This is the way how the if condition is going to work. Now, what we are going to see one if condition. So, I will go here. So, if you want to see the syntax, just click on the common function, go to the miscellaneous. You can see, oh, not in the miscellaneous, I think somewhere you can see that, because I am not sure where the I see you got here in the program flow, you got the if condition. Okay. So, you can double click on it, I will just delete it and double click on this, then also you will get that if condition. Okay. So, now what I want to give the condition. So, what is my condition now? I will go to the data set, if address, right, equal to something equal to Hyderabad. Then what I want to get the red color. You can give it this way. Else I want to get it as green. But the thing is that here I think it is not going to work because we are using from the different data set, right? It is not going to work here. Yeah. So click on this, go to the text. I will just copy this one, this expression. Control C. Because you can't directly give that one expression here. Text box, go to the font, sorry, fill, click on the expressions. Instead of giving this, I'll just delete this one and paste that condition which we are getting, right? Control V, done. Okay, now you will be getting the value. Click OK. Now OK. So now when I execute it, see, by default you got it. So you are given the Raju. So I have given the column, right? The EMP address is from the different data set. So I can't directly use that column here. So for that purpose, we have created some lookup function, right? The same lookup function I pasted here. That's it. If I'll go here to the fill and see the expressions, I'll just simplify this one so that you can easily see that it is a 1. That's it. And this is a true condition. This is a condition. This is the value for true and this is the value for false. So what the condition I have given, if that address is equal to Hyderabad. So don't worry about this condition. This is nothing but the lookup one we have seen. We can't directly give the EMP address here, right? So that's why already we have created one query for getting that address, right? So the same thing I copied from there and pasted here. So if that condition is true, then I will get the red color. What is the condition? If that condition, I have given the condition as if address is Hyderabad, then make the background color as red, or else make it as green. That is for one condition. Okay, we are good. So when I see the preview, I got it. See, Raju and Kumar. Let's say I will insert one more record. So I will go to the test database, or else Control Z. Already we got some insert statement which I have ignored them. So I am doing undo. Yeah. Okay, I will insert one more record in both the tables. I will insert one record as 3 because the scripts are already I have created. So I did control undo, then I got the data again. So I will name it as Ramu, and here I will add one more record as 3. Okay, I will name it as something SCD or something, Secunderabad. Okay, I will insert the value, insert it. Okay, done. Now when I see the preview again, go to design, and when I see the preview, I will get the one more record data. Okay, did I insert it? Control Y. I will just do select star from. Sometimes it will not be refreshed, so you will not be getting any data. Okay, yeah, there is address. So now I will just go to the preview. I didn't get data, don't worry, just click on the refresh. Now I will get the data. Okay, sometimes what happens, reports, what the exactly the back end, what it is going to happen is that, so you execute the report, so you will get some data. So that data report will store the data in some temporary location, and after like within few seconds, if you execute the report, it will not go and get the new data, it will just get the temporary data. So for that purpose, how you can see is that when I see the report projects, it's only understanding purpose and it's nothing to do with anything. So I'll go with the PC documents. So Visual Studio, somewhere we'll have the Visual Studio 1 2010 projects. We have created SSRS project. Have I created there or somewhere? I am not sure. We can see the project here. Just go to the design. Yeah, you can see the project users Bhaskar Reddy Baddam. It's under the documents, Visual Studio 2010, projects SQL Server BI, SSRS training. Okay, it's a SQL Server BI. Click on this SQL Server BI. Here under the SSRS training. So when I see the SSRS training, what is my report name? My report name is lookup. When I go and see the lookup, you can also see always the reports extension is .rdl and the SSRS package extension is .dtsx. See here, you can also see one report lkp and .rdl.data. This data is nothing but whenever you run the report, whatever the output you get from that output is stored in this data file. Okay, that output is stored in the data file. By default, when the report runs next time, instead of getting the original data, it will just get data from this file. So that's why the data might be not be refreshed. So don't get worried. Just click on the refresh button. Automatically, that button you will get the new data. Okay, yeah, automatically it will be get the data from the log. It will be getting data from the queries. Instead of getting data from this file, it will directly get the data from the tables or whatever the output you get from the query. It will get from there. So I got it. Now I want one more scenario. Okay, if it is from Hyderabad, I want it as red color. If it is from Guntur, I want it as green color. Okay, we did. But now I got Secunderabad. For Secunderabad, I want it as some gray color. Else from Hyderabad and Guntur, whatever the things I get, I can give it as some default color. I want to give it as default color. Then how to do? So previously we had worked for only if condition, two things, right? So this is a condition that we had worked now. So we work this way. If I am just giving here, it is a IIF here, IIF. If condition, if that condition is true, then I will give the true value. If the condition is false, then I will give the false value, right? So here what I will do, instead of the false, means if see here if it is Hyderabad, then what happens? I will get red color. If it is not Hyderabad, means I will go to the false value. In the false value, again I will give sub if statement. If condition equal to something like it says Guntur, right? Guntur, then I will give the true value. True value as something. True value as green. False value as red. That's it. I will close the if condition. It is a kind of, in the false you will write one more if condition. Okay, this is the way how you are going to do. So now what I am going, this is nothing but you can call it as nested if condition also. So I will click on this, go to the text box properties, click on the fill, take the expression from this one, Control A, Control C, I will paste it on the here, Control A, Control V, done. So now what I will do, here instead of giving this this false condition, I will again write one more if condition here. I will copy this one because I need to paste it again, Control C. Here I will write one more if condition, IIF, bracket open, Control V, equal to I don't want Hyderabad, right? I want something like Guntur. So what is the spelling I have given? It is Guntur, Guntur. That's it, Guntur. Then I can write the true value here. If it is Guntur, then I want the green color. Then I want it as gray, and close this if condition. Done. You are good. Just I will copy now and paste it here. Okay, click OK. Now this conditions is nothing but the nested if condition. You will name this instead of in one if condition. If you use multiple, then you will call this type of condition as a nested if condition. So in the one if condition you used one more, so it is the nested if condition. Now you can see you got Ramu. Okay, like that you can play around with that. And if you want to give one more condition inside that, just remove this gray and paste the other if condition here. Okay, This is the way how the multiple if condition is going to work. So the same thing, instead of using the if condition, I can use in other way also. I can use in the other way. How to do the other way? There is a one more thing called switch statement. So how the switch statement is going to work is that switch, and here what we are going to do, we are going to give condition 1, I will write it as C1, and then give the true value for the C1. If the condition satisfies true value, then it get this value. Next C2, then give the value for the C2. Next give the condition 3, give the value for the condition 3, and after that you can give some default value, true comma, you can give some default value. Automatically it will take the default value, and we can see we are going to see this. We are going to just we are going to click on the same on the EMP ID. Go to the expressions. What I will be doing is that click on this text box properties, fill. We are going to apply the same thing as we applied here, right? We applied the properties on the EMP name. The same conditions I am going to apply on the EMP ID, but by using switch statement I will be applying that. So go before that I will write a switch statement. What I am going to do is that I will copy this one, Control C, delete. So I will write switch. Okay, here I am going to give the condition 1. What is my condition 1? This is my condition 1. After this, if it is Hyderabad, right? First one is Hyderabad. Then what I want it as red color. Done. And after this, I will have the one more condition. This condition is Guntur. Then what I want it as green color. So multiple shade. Even though if you don't give default, okay, it works. But I want the if none of the conditions satisfied, then I want to give as a gray color, right? Give it as here true, comma, you can give it as gray. That's it. This is the way how the switch is going to work. Control C. I will paste it here. Click on the text box properties. Go to the fill. Go to the here fill color expressions, delete it. And one more thing, if you don't know any color, just you can click on this, automatically the color name will be shown here. Okay, that is the other way to do. And click OK, and I will click OK. See now, the same thing I did by using the switch statement. See, both are showing the same thing, right? This is the one way. This is at the text box level. You can also give, instead of the text box level, you can also give on the row level also. Click on the row. See, for the row level, actually you cannot give here. Click on the row, go to the properties here. Somewhere you can see the here color. You got your background color, right? Click on the background color, click on this, go to the expressions. That's it. I will give the same color. Now it will apply for entire row. Instead of on a single column, now it will apply for the entire row here. See, that is the row level one. So previously we had given only column level, right? So column level, how you can give. Just click on the text box properties, right click, go to the text box properties, and you are going to give the fill color. Done. But how to give on the row level? You will select the row, click on this, click on the tablets properties, click on the, see, you are not getting anything to write it. So for that purpose, what you are going to do, select the row, go to the view and click on the properties window. Automatically you will be getting a window here. So in the properties window, there is a concept called background color, because it is nothing but the background color, right? So click, when you select the background color, you will get an arrow, click this down arrow and go to the expression. If you want, you can directly select the color that will be shown here. But I want to get the color based on the expression, right? Click on the expression and automatically you will be getting that color. This is the other way to do at the row level one. Okay. So you can do you can write the expression on this and you can write the expression other way. This is the way that you are going to write. So now one more thing we are going to see. I will just stop the video.